Capricorn, how are you doing? Welcome to your April May energy reading, channeled messages, energy guidance, tarot reading for your Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising. Okay, this is going to be your energy reading for April leading up to mid-May. All right, so I'm going to go into your messages. You know, this is Psyche B, where I always start off with channeled messages. And today for you, Capricorn, I also got a channeled song. So I'm going to be starting off with the channeled song for Capricorn. First of all, like Spirit is saying, like, okay, so the first messages I was getting for you was you needing to kind of like, you've proved your strength for so long. Now it's time for you to allow in like some vulnerability. Let yourself be a bit vulnerable, right? Vulnerable with the right persons. That's what Spirit is saying. Allow yourself to be a bit like, to show another side of you, to show a softer side of you, to show a vulnerable side of you. Basically, the song that they gave me for you was, and then when I heard the song, I was like, Spirit, is this for Capricorn or is this a love reading? Spirit was like, it's for Capricorn. So I want to be your weakness, baby. I want to be your weakness, baby. Do the things you never do. I just got those three lines. Someone wants to be your weakness. They want you to do the things you said you never do. And I'm like, Spirit, is this Capricorn general reading for April to May? And Spirit was like, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be leading off with that. So if you're seeing this Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, Capricorn rising, welcome to your April to May energy reading, okay? Where I'm going to go into your in-depth energy guidance, what you need to know for April to May. April to May. What am I feeling all? I don't know. There's this energy I'm picking up from you, Capricorn. This like a bit breathless, but like, yeah, kind of like, I'm hearing like all those doe-eyed brides, like you're blushing, you're shy, like, and that just feels like very foreign to your energy, but it's like there's something about this April to May that Spirit is like, you're going to be needing to let your guard down a bit. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy for you to kind of like let people give you, kind of like give people a benefit of the doubt. I'm hearing you say, are you saying I should give people opportunity to disappoint me? But Spirit is saying, this is time for you to be a bit vulnerable. I'm also hearing trustful. Don't just expect to be disappointed. Yes, disappointments can come, but if you already know like disappointment is a possible end result, why would you fix your mind on that? You already know it's a possible end result. Okay, so there are so many other possible end results. So yes, you know disappointment is one. Okay, fine, accepted. Let's move on. That's the vibe. But I'm feeling breathless and like, you guys, the energy I'm picking up from you, you're like shy, you're like, you don't know what to do with yourself. You're just like, and this is heavily for Capricorn females. For Capricorn males, there's also just this thing of, let's say you guys are not doing the but there's also, what I'm saying is like yeah, maybe like, yeah, you know that thing of like when you're a bit shy and you're like bending your toes against each other because you guys are a bit shy. Okay, now I'm excited to go into this reading for you, Capricorns, because what's this vibe? You guys are feeling shy. That's quite unusual. Spirit, what's up for Capricorns? Okay, is there anything else? They're like, can you be serious? Okay, so is there anything else you want me to tell them before I go into the cards? You guys may also be feeling pulled. So if you not, I'm hearing like obsidian. Do some research on obsidian. If you can buy some, it's going to be a very protective crystal for you in this April to May. Obsidian. Also gold stone. Is that the name? This gold crystal that they call fool's gold. If you can wear both, like carry the raw crystals on you, wear jewelry made from them, it's going to be beneficial and protective for you in this April to May. Then there's also something I'm hearing about fortune and good luck. Spirit is saying like fortune comes to those who wait. And then as I said that, my candle went off. Fortune comes to those who wait. So Capricorns, it seems like you guys have been waiting for some good news for some time. And I'm hearing like maybe good news for you to make some moves. Good news for you to make some moves. But there's something you've been waiting for. Then I'm also saying congratulations. But there's just fortune comes to... I'm also hearing like fervor, like you guys, you put yourself out there. So of course fortune is going to find you, of course. Do you understand? And I'm hearing like expect that good news, expect like what I saw was actually like congratulations flashing. So expect that this April to May, that's also coming in for you. I'm hearing capitalism. Feels like you guys are getting some payoff on some endeavors you've been working on, some monetary capital gains coming in for you. You've been working on this, you've been toiling, you've been working on it for a while. Yeah, like some of you have been working on this like since March last year, since June last year. There's something you've been working on, something you've been working towards. So expect like the results to start rolling in this April to May. But you're getting some capitalistic, you're getting some influx of capitals this April to May. Alright, Capricorn, let's go into your oracle messages. Spirit, what's here for my sweet Capricorns for April to May? Okay, first of all, you guys are the first sign with having more than 2 oracle cards jump out from the get-go. Okay, so first one, consciousness. Okay, so this April to May, you're going to be like your consciousness is being elevated. There's being elevated from a place of separation between your ego and your spirit. So it's like this past 12 months you've been doing a lot of inner work. This past 12 months, for some of you like 24 months, you've been doing a lot of inner work, a lot of spiritual work, actually a lot of spiritual hard work, trying to discern and understand what spirituality means a lot more. For some of you, this resulted in you living a set standard way of life, trying to find out like what's this life really all about. For some of you, you traveled to new lands, you relocated, and all of this was kind of like, even though you were making all those physical moves, they were actually like questions being raised up in your spirit, questions being raised up in your soul, and that was what gave you like you were in this exploratory wandering journey. And all of those were really just to help you be more in tune with your spiritual nature, be more in tune with your subconscious world, be more in tune with your intuition. That's what all this past 12 months has really been about. Okay, so this April to May, as I said, you guys are getting good news. This is hope. Okay, you're also being, so it's like you're also realizing that there's a reason for everything. There's a reason for everyone. There's a reason for everything that's ever happened. There's a reason for every event, every circumstance, every delay. And yeah, it's going to be experiencing your message is is in fractals right now. You're going to be experiencing, like, so this April, to me, what I'm saying is like you're being rebirthed into a new life, but you could not have been rebirthed into this new life if you had not gone through the past 12 months of exploring, of asking questions, of deep diving into your spiritual being, of deep diving into your spiritual nature, of trying to understand your spiritual consciousness, of trying to understand what spirituality means to you, of just exploring beyond the physical world. This new birth, this new life you are birthing, this new beginning that is starting for you would not have started. This new beginning, this conception, this basically like a new chapter in your life is starting this April, May. You needed to, this past 12 months was really to show you like, okay, what will you choose? You were presented with a lot of choices over the last 12 months, and with every choice you made, you kind of like got closer to aligning with your higher self. With every choice you made, I'm also hearing like when you made the wrong choices, you saw the instantaneous result. You got like instantaneous karma. To kind of like, it was like you going straight, and then you're like, let me go this way, and immediately you turn this way, just it's a road bump that forces you back onto the right way. So this past 12 months, it was just really about you. It was a spirit of like you just needed to surrender. That was it. This past 12 months, you just needed to really surrender the fight. You needed to surrender to the fact that you are not in control of any shit. You are not in control of anything. You are not in control of time. You are not in control of results. You are not in control of anything. So this past 12 months was really teaching you about surrendering to a higher power. Surrendering to a higher consciousness. Surrendering to a deeper meaning, that there's purpose to everything. This past 12 months also was to show you that there's purpose to everything, even if you can't see it. There's a reason why it rains. There's a reason why it snows. There's a reason why it's sunny. There's a reason why there's a time when you will not hear any results. You will not see any success. You will not see any success markers. There's a reason for farming. There's a reason for when everything is barren. There's a reason for drought. It's like, and also there was a reason for everybody you met in your life, every encounter, every person, every conversation. There was a reason behind it. So this past 12 months was really sort of like, it seemed like this past 12 months was to pull you into your spiritual being, out of material, out of physical. I'm hearing like this past 12 months might not have been really fruitful, might not have been as fruitful as the other years you've lived based on how you've worked. So like I'm hearing like in 2021 things were really, really good. As you were doing your work, you were investing, you were getting the results, you were working, you were being successful, you were seeing successful returns. But this last year, 2024, it was like you were doing everything you know you needed to do, but you were not getting the results you're expecting to see. That's because Spirit was trying to teach you that it's not you that is controlling the end result. You're not the one controlling things happening in your 3D reality. You're not the ones bringing things in. It's just that things were aligned for it back then. So this past 12 months was really around you learning how to surrender to the will of God, was really around you learning how to surrender to divine timing, was really around you learning how to just give it up to God. It was almost like you kept on planning, like, oh, by June, by July, by August, by September, this would have happened, this would have gone down, this would have gone down. But then those times came and you were just like, okay, what's happening? Where's the result? Where are the things I'm expecting? Where's good news? Because Spirit was trying to show you and to let you know that these things are actually not in your control. So the more you try to exert control, the what they're showing is like the more you try to exert control, the more things fell apart. So You needed to release your control, your stronghold, your strong fight on controlling. Like, oh, okay, don't worry, I'm going to do this, but for you next week. And then next week comes, and then you're like, okay, I have to take my word back. Excuse me. Then you also got Kuchuk, Eileen or Tessende. The only thing that will take you to flowers and freedom is your own voice. The only thing that will take you to flowers and freedom is your own voice. So this past 12 months also, like, Spirit, why are we going to past 12 months? Anyways, so this past 12 months was also to teach you how to really, as I was saying, your consciousness, your spirituality, to deepen your trust in yourself, to elevate beyond the ego, to go beyond the ego, to go beyond the state of ego, to go beyond the 3D state, to go beyond common teachings. For some of you, I'm also hearing that this past 12 months was when you started really pushing yourself to explore beyond religion, and you started deepening your interest in spirituality or spiritual matters. Okay, so this April to May, moving into April to May, you're going to see why you needed to be patient. You're going to see how much your soul has evolved, even if you could not get any tangible results then. As I told you, you're getting good news this April to me. I'm seeing like success, congratulations, results, money coming in, the things you've worked for, seemingly everything just arriving all at once. And this is going to kind of like bolster your hope and also cement what you've been taught for this past 12 months, which is that you cannot control anything. So the way you've been trying to control, like, okay, I'm going to get this results now, and then when everything suddenly comes in, it's also going to cement that lesson, like, okay, you couldn't have, yes, you were expecting it, but you could not have imagined that it will come in like this, at this time, in this way, through these persons, in this format. There's also something I'm hearing about a reconciliation. Maybe you guys are going to be meeting with like friends you've not seen in a while. There's something about, like, what I'm saying is like an arrival lounge, and you're meeting maybe like a business partner or a friend or someone you've been wanting to meet for a long while, and there's just this energy of, and this April to May really now feels for you like it's the beginning of the year. It just really feels like 2025, because all the things you've been working on, they're now finally coming to fruition. You're also meeting the people you want to meet, you're having conversations. It's just like there are a lot of beginnings, there are a lot of startings, there are a lot of things beginning. Alright, Spirit, you guys will also be seeing 111s this April to May, Capricorns. No, Spirit, I'm not going to tell them. Okay, Spirit is making me tell you so you guys will hold me accountable. Usually when I'm doing zodiac readings, I find myself skipping from Sagittarius to Aquarius, and then this rising, I call myself like, ooh, Capricorn. Why is this always happening? Why do I always skip Capricorn? Then I'll do Capricorn and then Aquarius. But today I was like, no, I remember. So Spirit is making me tell you so that you guys will hold me accountable when you're saying, where's Capricorn's message? But I love you, Capricorns, like from the bottom of my heart, like you would. So that's why every time like I'm recording messages, then I go from Sagittarius to Aquarius, and I catch myself. I'm like, what happened to Capricorn? Anyway, Spirit, I'll confess to myself to them now. The way they hold me accountable. Okay, so remember what I was telling you about that love thingy, like love coming in. Okay, so this is divine masculine. So as I was telling you from beginning, before the cards came out, there's still this, I'm also hearing like that's where the reconciliation is. So for some of you, maybe like you've been waiting for your lover or your lover's embrace, but there's just something about for some of you, I'm also hearing like maybe you've been waiting to make a move in your relationship, but you could not have made this move because you felt like your hands were tied because of the finances, because of the capital, because of things you were working on that were not seemingly panning out. But now it's like you're finally going to get the resources you need to make this move forward in this romantic relationship. That's also where this hope is coming in. It's a bit nippy and chilly this rising, but there's something here, you know. And then for this is Capricorn males, you're the one making this gesture, you're the one making this love gesture. Capricorn females, yes, you guys are also going to get in kind of like a forward match in this romantic relationship. You know that song they gave me for you, like, it's like you guys, you've been kind of like, you've been proving strong, you've been holding strong, because that's all you've known. You kind of like, you've been presenting your strong self to this person who is interested in you. But then when all these results start flowing in, it makes you to relax, because there's also something about you feeling like you don't want to be indebted to anybody. You just want to have your own thing. So having this influx of capital, having this good news coming in, having this success coming in, is going to make you a bit softer and a bit more attentive to whatever this lover is trying to tell you. But for Capricorn males, for Capricorn females, there's a romantic relationship that is brewing. That is going to be brewing this April to May, that's being kept on hold because of financial matters. Okay, so because the financial matters are now being sorted out, this is going to allow this to move forward. This is going to allow this to move forward. Also, I'm saying, like, for some of you Capricorns, yes, you're old souls, but this April to May, you're also going to be finding yourself in the company of older people. Maybe like you suddenly look around, or maybe you're at work, or yeah, in transit, or you go for a seminar. Actually, I heard that word seminar, so it's like you guys are going to be going to like networking spots, or just courses, seminars, workshops and stuff, and then you're going to be meeting people, but these persons are older than you, but they'll be able to, like, there's something about you being able to hold their attention with the words you say, with the things you say, with how you say it. There's something about you being able to hold their attention, capture their attention. And how that is coming up is because of this last 12 months, it has raised your consciousness. It has raised your spirit, man. It has raised your soul. Like, the wisdom you have now goes beyond your age wisdom. You guys have been able to get some codes that kind of like, when you say some things, people stop to listen. And these people that are stopping to listen, they are not even like your colleagues or your age mates. These are people who are like seniors, executives. These are people who are older than you, but they are just tuned in and they want to hear what you're saying. That's also happening for you this April to May. This April to May is very, very busy for you. I'm saying like the first half, so like the first 3 weeks in April, really solidifying the lessons you've learned. Then from the last week in April to the first 2 weeks of May, yeah, you're going to all the results start rolling in, the good news, the success, the new beginnings, the meeting new people, sharing yourself. Sharing yourself, sharing your wisdom, sharing your knowledge in a very kind of like, it's just like you'll be placed in an exalted position, because it's like all ears will be turned towards you, all eyes will be on you, and they'll be like hanging on, like, okay, so what else? What comes next? How should we go about this? So it's like, I'm hearing like for some of you, you just suddenly find yourself like older people will be coming to you for consultations, wanting to get your advice, wanting to get like your wisdom, wanting you to guide them. And you're not, this wisdom and guidance you're giving them, it's not like it's coming from your own knowledge base. No, It's because this last 12 months you've opened yourself up to be filled with a higher level of yourself, which is what is going to be giving this guidance and direction and advice to these older persons and clarity. So it's like you guys are going to expect some consulting roles, and even if it's not official or formal, you're going to be sought out for the wisdom you have, for the knowledge you have that you've gained over these 12 months that you've not even realized. Because I'm saying, like, you guys, your focus was like, where is this money? Where is this thing? Where is this result? Not realizing that all of those experiences were actually giving you something else that was more priceless than money. That was more priceless than physical money or physical cash. You guys might also be feeling a bit cold, so dress appropriately. You might be feeling like you're coming down with the flu, but I'm also hearing like you're actually being like activated. You're being activated, you're being awakened. For those of you that are deep into spirituality, this is a new stage of your spiritual development. So you know, when you get new codes, when you get new levels, your body has to kind of like rest to be able to download and integrate those codes. So you guys will be feeling like that, especially towards the beginning of April, like first 2 weeks in April. So be gentle with yourself. I don't even know why do I have this tarot deck. Is there any message from the tarot deck? Thank you. King of Wands. Okay, so people are going to be coming to you because they recognize your creativity, they recognize your brilliance, they recognize your success, they recognize that you're wise. And these people, like, you cannot even hide what this past 12 months was doing. It was also preparing you to become this King of Wands. This past 12 months was spent on you building your trust and your confidence in yourself, not because of what you have, not because of what you have in your physical assets or physical resources. You building your trust in yourself, building your confidence in yourself, and all of this was based on what you know, you kind of like what you've experienced in your spiritual journey. And while you were not conscious of it, these lessons were happening. You were stacking up, like you were stacking up results, you were stacking up growth, you were stacking up wisdom, you were stacking up knowledge for your subconscious nature, for your subconscious state, for your soul. You were going through all these soul learning trainings that have now made you so much wiser than your peers. These learnings and experiences you've gone through, they've made you so much wiser than your peers, so much wiser than your seniors, so much wiser than elders. What I'm really seeing is like executives, people that you would have typically looked up to, people that are seen as the industry experts. You'll be the one they are coming to for advice and guidance because they can't just deny the glory upon you. They can't just deny your truth. They can't just deny your wisdom. They can't just deny your powers. And it's not like physical powers or you trying to demonstrate power. It's just that it becomes obvious. It becomes, they cannot question it. It's just a fact. It becomes fact. It becomes a well-known fact that you know shit that nobody else knows. It becomes a well-known fact that you are more advanced than everybody else around. It becomes a well-known fact that you're wiser than everybody around. And that's just what it is. Spirit is saying it is what it is. It is what it is. They've got jokes this morning. It is what it is. Maybe that's what I'll title this reading for you. But you guys are going to be seeing one, okay? One. Did I just say seeing one? See? Spirit, can we be serious with Capricorns for this year reading? You're making me laugh so much, and I love it. Thank you. Alright, so Capricorn baby, so this April to May, you're stepping into the position of being the king of, or being the king of wands, or being the passionate one. You're seen as being passionate, you're seen as being very creative, you're seen as being very determined, you're seen as being very focused, and this attracts attention to you. Attention from, for some of you, I'm very like maybe like the top people in society. What I'm just saying is like this person's that the persons that are going to be coming to seek your advice, you are going to be way younger than them. These are people that are not, they are going to kind of like, they're going to have, these are persons that are richer than you, that are more social standing or higher standing in society, that just have maybe more reputation, more prestige. So imagine like the chairman of your conglomerate company or the biggest company in your country coming to get advice from you or consulting you on a matter, and you're not actually going to seek this person out. It's not like you're going to start running advertisements like, oh, come for consulting. No, this person is actually just going to come find you themselves, because they've heard of you, they've heard of what you're capable of, they've heard, like Spirit is like this last 12 months that you felt like you were not seeing results. It's because we're preparing the stage for you. We're whispering your names into people's ears, we're mentioning your names in rooms you were not yet in, preparing for this April to May, especially May, when they'll suddenly start coming to look for you, and you'll be like, where is all this coming from? Not realizing that it's the work you've done previously. Okay, so baby, prepare to showcase the work of God, prepare to show God's work through you, prepare to let the world know and see God through you, prepare to have God's brilliance and majesty shine through you, prepare to be the vessel for God's honor. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. I'm remembering the reading I did for Sagittarius when I told them God wanted to impregnate them. It's kind of like the reverse for you. For you guys, God doesn't want to impregnate. God is not planning to impregnate you. God is just planning to use you. So yeah, God wants to use you as God's mouthpiece. You guys are becoming God's mouthpiece, because the words you'll be speaking, they are not coming from you, they are coming from higher consciousness, a higher perspective, higher consciousness. Is because this past 12 months kind of like it has beaten you down, broken down your walls so that there was no pride left, there was no hindrance, there was no obstacle to receiving direct divine quotes from God. That was what this past 12 months was for, breaking down your walls so that you can receive from God. Please clarify, why is this divine masculine here? Is there any other clarity they need for this divine masculine presence? Thank you. Okay. You got la terre, solitude, authority, battement, and le chien, amity, loyalty, memories. Okay, so it feels like this, not even it feels like they're telling me to correct me, saying, my mom, I've told you to stop saying it feels like it is. It's not, it feels like it is. The God of ease. I'll show you guys a leg. This is how I am in God though. We are just chilling and gisting and just rapping and just having fun. Okay, so guys, so yeah, so especially like for Capricorn males who have been lonely, who have felt like they've been kept away, you guys are going to be meeting up with maybe like a female partner you've been wanting to call into your life, but you could not because of finances. So that's really the every energy I'm picking up. So this is very particular for Capricorn males. So maybe there's this person, because I'm saying like you guys, you've been in solitude. You've been in solitude for males, for females actually. You've been in solitude, but at this time, it's like Spirit was also keeping you separated. You were kept in solitude in this tower so that you will not be distracted by sexual propositions, romantic stuff. You were kept away for God. It's like you became a monk for a year. For some of you, I'm actually hearing like you've not had sex, like sexual. This is 18 plus. This is not even 18 plus. For you to be seeing my videos, you have to be like 23 plus minimum. Because at that stage, that's when your brain, you've got lived through some life experiences to be ready for your soul's journey. Anyways, so you guys, you've been in solitude. You've been in solitude for a while. You've been in solitude leading up to this April, and that's ending because there's someone coming in here. For males, there's a female you're finally going to, it's like you're finally going to leave your tower, your solo mission, and you're finally going to come into the world where you're going to meet up with friends, you're going to spend more time with friends. For females, it's you guys are also coming out of this solitude, and you're going to be meeting someone who is kind of like who is going to be a loyal companion, someone who is very amicable, someone who is very friendly, someone who is very loyal. This is a very loyal energy coming in. Is this person already in their awareness, or are this new persons? Is this a new person they are meeting, or this is someone already in their energy? At this point, Spirit is like, why are you asking? Why are you asking? Why are you asking? You guys are also going to be saying 1818 a lot, as well as 888. Okay, so this is right. You got right. Ceremony, mystery, magic, and that is, we call this thing Ella. Like when Spirit is like, nah, you're not giving you anything else. Okay, so this is mystery. But 3 other cards came out. This is 3 of you. So you got illness in reverse, curse in reverse, and schedule in reverse. I'm also here picking up like for some of you, basically all of you, this is only happening because now is the time for it. You might have felt like you were alone. You felt like you were. Spirit is just emphasizing like this past 1 year was just you were purposely kept away. We are purposely separated for you to be able to receive and get to this heightened awareness, get to this next level in your spiritual journey, in your spiritual enlightenment. Okay, so it was very purposeful, it was very deliberate, and now that you're being released out into the world, it's also because it's divine timing. That's the one hand. On the second hand, some of you are also attracting someone who is a bit sickly right now, but Spirit is also saying like that's also like at this point in time, Capricorn, everything that happens this past 12 months has shown you that everything follows divine order, everything happens in divine timing. Because for a few of you that are meeting this person who has been sick, is because they also needed to go through these life lessons. And if they had come into your life earlier than May, late April, May, they would have distracted and taken you out of your path. They would have distracted you, they would have distorted your view. That's why they were kept away. But in the time they've been away, they were also sick, because I'm saying illness here. These persons were also sick. For some of them, maybe they experienced a lot of loss, a lot of catastrophic tower moments. But this was also to help them in their own soul journey. So basically, everything has just been divinely timed and divinely planned. but we are going to keep the focus on you because this is Capricorn's reading. Okay. Alright, let's see. Spirit, that's what they need to know to help them for this April to me. Thank you. You guys are going to be saying 1818 888 8181 8118. Gratitude again. Just be grateful because like you've learned this past 12 months has shown you like nothing is in your control. Trying to say, oh, I'm the one, like you've it's like your plans were laid to waste. The plans you made, like, oh, I'm going to get this done at this time, you like Spirit was just laughing at you like, okay, continue making the plans. Let me see. So this April to me, all you just need to do is just stay grateful. Just express your gratitude for everything, every circumstance, every experience, as this new beginnings start rushing in, as these people start seeking your counsel, as you step into the role of becoming the one, the creator, the expert, the mentor, the consultant, the advisor, the guide, the one who gets shit done, the one who tells people what to do and they follow through because you are the one who gives them the roadmap. As these things start happening, all you need to do is just stay grateful. Just stay grateful. You got gratitude again. Just stay grateful, because if you, at this point, if you think that this could have happened by your own planning, then we need to whip you. That's what Spirit is saying. If you think that this could have happened by your own planning, with your own knowledge, by your own say so, at this point, after this past 12 months, what you've learned this past 12 months, then you need to be flogged. Spirit, you want to give them any zodiac? You want to give them any zodiac signs of this person they are going into romantic relationships with? Because I keep being pulled to this divine timing. Thank you. Okay, so you've got Cancer. Okay, so this person's have Cancer significant in their charts. Maybe Cancer Venus, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, Cancer Sun sign. We've also got Gemini. Okay, so Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, Gemini Venus, and then Neptune, which is Pisces energy. These are persons who are also very artistic, very creative. Maybe they make music, they are dreamy, they like nighttime. These persons like nighttime, they like telling stories. They are very imaginative, they're very dreamy. I'm hearing like they may have like a dreamy expression in their eyes. Alright, Spirit, thank you. I wasn't expecting you to give them some. You guys are also going to be saying 2 1-2-1s. I wasn't expecting you to give some clarification for the zodiac signs, but thank you. Alright, Capricorns, is there anything else for you? My eyes keep roaming across the decks, like I feel like giving you a message from every deck, but we shall not do that now, shall we? But I can give you something from your guardian angels. Then maybe one mudra. Then around the top it's one spirit. It's the spirit animals that are working with you. The spirit animals that are working with you for April to May. Alright, guardian angels, what do you have for Capricorns? Thank you for April to May. God will lead the way. God will lead the way. Romans 15 verse 19. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders, and by the power of God's Spirit. Oh, this is so beautiful. Like, Capricorn, there's nothing for you to stress about. You guys, you've done the hard work, which was of surrendering. Now allow God to show its magnificence through you. Allow God to show its wonderful powers through you. There's nothing else for you to do. Like, God just wants to use you as, I told you, as a vessel of honor. You're going to be a walking miracle. You're going to be like a walking earth angel. People are just going to, once you say something, I'm also a reminder's touch. Once you say something, you just get to do like that. This is so beautiful. Then go honor your uniqueness. Honor your uniqueness. This is Psalm 139 verse 14. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. So this is a psalm, a prayer, a reminder, an affirmation for yourself for this April to me. Thank you, God, for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. Then you've got, it's time to be adventurous and to play. Songs of Solomon. I feel like you guys want to get some more details about this romantic partner, because I'm just getting like, more. Tell us more about this romantic partner. But my love, Capricorn, your main aim is first of all to be a vessel of honor unto God's glory. Come off it. This partner is coming in, like, you cannot stop them anyways. It's time to be adventurous and play. It's time to be adventurous and to play. This person might have been feeling sickly. Okay? I might have been feeling sickly beforehand. That's just being emphasized. The flowers are spring. Song of Solomon, Psalm 2 verse 12. I already told you be saying 12 a lot, right? 1 2 1 2 12 12. Then I told you be saying 2 1 2 1 1 12 2 1 2 1 as well. Okay? The flowers are springing up. The season of singing birds has come, and the cooing of turtle doves fills the air. It is time to be adventurous and to play. Capricorn, all the way you felt like things were not moving for the past 12 months, expect everything to suddenly rush in. It's like all the things you've been waiting for in the past 12 months, it will suddenly rush in. By April, May, everything suddenly rushing in, Capricorn. April, May, you're finding all your... This is so good. Should I give you any other? This Mudra deck keeps calling me. The thing is been just pick us. What Mudra is there for Capricorns to work with? What Healing Mudra they have to work with for this April to me? Capricorns, I hope you've been enjoying your reading so far. Let me know how this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments. Are you excited for this new beginnings and adventure spirit is bringing you? I'm really like you guys will be busy on a lot of projects. Like, it's like everybody will want your attention, everybody will want to get consultation with you, everybody will want you to work on their project, everybody will just want you to contribute in one way or the other, because as I said, that Midas touch is coming back. Everything you touch becomes prosperous, so everybody wants a part of you because they want their projects to be prosperous. So make sure that you don't wear yourself thin. Make sure that you still put up protective boundaries so that you don't run yourself ragged as well. Alright, then Healing Mudra for Capricorns for April to May. Oh, this deck was just trying to get my attention. Thank you. 5 mudras. You got purity, fresh and clean. Can you make the mudra? And then see the snowflakes, which is so Capricornish. Purity, fresh and clean. This is the intestine mudra. So make the mudra. I'm going to read what's on the back and then give you the affirmation. This is the intestine mudra. This mudra eases abdominal cramps and stimulates the intestinal activity. If you clean the window of your soul regularly, you can be sure of a good view, and only when you can see clearly can you enjoy your life fully. This means that old layers of grime from the past need to be cleaned away, clarified, forgiven, resolved, as the case may be. Generosity, forbearance, and willingness to forgive can be very uplifting, and they have the effect of drawing miracles into your life like magnets. Let people and situations pass in front of your mind's eye. Let old pains and negative feelings come to the surface so that you can let them go forever. So this is the affirmation. I am filled with inner freedom, peace, and joy. Then you got sexuality. Ooh, what did I tell you? Ooh, this past 12 months of being celibate is coming to an end. I'm hearing for some of you, past 14 months, past 36 months, you've just been celibate. It's coming to an end. Expect your sacral chakra to be shaking. Ooh, ooh, ooh. To be jolted out of its reverie. It's like you go from being celibate to being hypersexual. No middle ground. You go from one end of the scale to be hypersexual all of a sudden, and all your sexual fantasies satisfied by this person who is actually coming in. Interesting. Okay, so you got sexuality, be sensual. Can you make the mudra while I tell you what's at the back? This is the Kundalini mudra. This mudra awakens sensuality and sexual energies. Sexuality and sensuality do not disappear with advancing age, for your sexual organs and the respective hormone glands are with you throughout your lifespan just as well. Sensuality has two shades of meaning. On one hand, it means keeping all your senses on the qui vive, being aware of what you touch, smell, taste, hear, see, and feel. On the other hand, it has to do with your sense of being connected with fellow human beings, with nature, and on a spiritual level with the cosmic forces around you. Open your senses and your heart to all that lives, all that is good, all that is beautiful. This attitude will manifest itself to your surroundings. Your personality will be able to express its attractiveness and desirability. The affirmation. I meet the world with an open heart and open arms. Affection and love flow back to me. Whoa, I thought you got 4. You actually got 5 mudras. You got transformation, the art of change. This is a Varaka mudra. It refreshes the spirit and gives harmony, balance, and equanimity. Make sure your arms are horizontal and keep your hands up as high as your throat. While you're performing the mudra, imagine a bowl of lemons in front of you. All but one are shiny and flawless. The odd one out has an ugly mark on it. Whether you get annoyed about it or not makes no difference at all. The mark is there, and that's that. The best thing is to squeeze all the juice out of the lemons. Add a good portion of sugar and mix it. I don't think I've ever seen this mudra. And make sweet lemonade out of the situation. The affirmation will make you smile. I am so clever and ingenious that I can use any situation to my advantage, and I make sure that the greatest good for all comes of it. Then you got intention, be true. Oh, and the last one is so cute. Intention, be true. Vayu mudra. This is the wind mudra. It helps in all cases of rheumatism, arthritis, sciatic problems, winds, shaking limbs. In acute cases, maintain the mudra as long as needed. In chronic cases, practice it 4 times daily for about 10 minutes. Take care that your words, wishes, and expectations are really in accordance with your thoughts and feelings. Let inside and outside be in balance with each other. Okay? Imagine how you are successful, satisfied, and happy. This mental picture has a magnetic effect and draws everything into your life, which accords with your inner attitude. The affirmation. I cultivate my loving feelings and positive thoughts, and this exerts a magic attraction of benevolent, affirmative, and positive things. Oh, this is so cute. And the last mudra. Charisma. You are beautiful. Flame mudra. This mudra is good for the back and stimulates your circulation. Look after yourself and your appearance. Treat yourself with the respect which you deserve, and meet your fellow human beings with goodwill, a helpful and positive attitude. Again, they're bringing me back to this. Everything has a purpose. Everyone in your life has a purpose. Everything in your life has a purpose. Okay, that's also one of the core lessons you needed to learn about this last 12 months, 10 to 12 months. Everything has a purpose. Where was I? Be generous with understanding and sympathetic smiles, and you find your appeal. Smile like me. Can you smile with me? And you find your appeal increases quite on its own. People with charisma are attractive. They and their enthusiasm are infectious. Try this out on the inside at first, then let the images show on the outside. You'll be astonished at the results. The affirmation: I smile at life's mirror and see benevolence and beauty. I smile at life's mirror and see benevolence and beauty. That's so cute. Alright, Capricorns, let me round up your reading. Spirit, is there anything else? You guys, I'm also hearing like maybe you might, I'm hearing Cap say sing. Maybe wanting to eat a lot more peppers to maybe warm you up from within, to increase circulation. Okay, then I was also, before Caps is saying, I was also seeing something like a wristwatch. So maybe you might be feeling pulled to buying a wristwatch or looking at wristwatches or something. Do what makes you feel good, basically. But that pepper is coming through, Caps is saying. So enjoy your pepper. Pepper is life, as I say. Enjoy your pepper. Make sure you eat as much as you can handle. Okay, but there's just something about you wanting to, I'm hearing like Spirit is like, also you need to kind of like stimulate your sacral. Ooh, you need to stimulate your sacral chakra. It's been dormant. You've been creating, but in terms of physical niche, physical embrace, physical vitality, physical romance, vulnerability. Oh, that's where that channel song came through. You need to kind of like stimulate it to get your fires, like your fires, your sensual, sexual fires that have been burnt for a while. It's time to, you know, toss in some gasoline and let the fire burn. Capricorn, let me finish your reading. Okay, so Capricorn, April to May was Spirit animals, are you working with me? Oh, you got penguin.